Stony Brook Seawolves and the Maine Black Bears. The top two teams in the conference are currently engaged in a very tight affair where Stony Brook has a slight 2-point lead right now, and that's mainly because they've been limiting Blanca Milan so far today and everybody else as well. She is just 2 of 12 shooting, and Isaiah Dingle with a game-high 9 points so far. Didn't do anything in that second quarter, but if she gets active once again to start off the second half, chances are she could give Stony Brook a big breakaway, and who knows what would happen if Stony Brook is able to get this big-time win against Maine.
We expected a defensive battle, Zach, and that's exactly what we got between the two best teams in the conference here. Stony Brook's held Maine do 29% shooting and 1 for 8 from 3. Especially, as you mentioned, 2 for 12 for the best player, Milan, which is not good. Now, Stony Brook's only shooting 35%, but if Stony Brook can keep this defensive presence up with great defensive plays from players like Haley Zeiss, I don't see any reason why Stony Brook can't hold on to this lead.
Yeah, neither can I. So it's all about Stony Brook getting themselves in control offensively. Not too much offense, but as I said, not much going on the Maine side either. Both teams have committed 5 turnovers. On the steal side, Maine leads 3-1, and on the block side, Stony Brook leads 2-1. And all those 2 blocks have come from Haley Zeiss. And I think both of those blocks have come off of shot attempts by Blanca Milan, which is really showing why Isaiah Dingle is worthy of being part of that defense conversation. Maybe all defensive team or defensive player of the year. She doesn't show too much defensively. She doesn't lead the team in any of those blocks or steals so far. She does have 19 steals and 11 blocks. Right now it's Dingle that leads with 20 steals and Scott that leads with 12 blocks. Scott's 5'10". Zeiss is also 5'10", so it's pretty much an even chance for both of them to get a little defense rolling. But we'll see if they can continue to do that as the second half is about to start. Stony Brook gets possession of the ball to begin the second half, and we are just about 25 seconds away from the start. But what do you think Stony Brook's going to do in the second half that could allow them to continue to limit Blanca Milan and put a lot more pressure on this conference-leading team?
Yeah, I mean, they have to do exactly what they did in the first half, and that's swarm Blanca Milan. And to be fair, I think Stony Brook got a little lucky because great shooters like Milan and Dorsar were missing shots. Neither of them made a 3, and they combined to shoot 8 of them. But I just think Stony Brook's going to have to keep it up and push the pace. And if Asia Dingle could replicate what she did in the first quarter, that'd be really solid for them as a team.
Yeah, I'm hoping that will be the case as we begin the second half with Scott on the inbound to Dingle. Let's see if Stony Brook can get a shot to begin the second half and start on the right foot. Zeiss inside to Pagan. Goes over to Scott, lost the ball. She may have been grazed. And the refs say that Scott was the last to touch it, and it'll go back to Maine.
Yeah, Pagan was only about 2 or 3 feet away from her and threw it right at her face. It's a little too hard.
It was a good pass, and if it wasn't too hard, then Scott would have picked it up and probably got the shot. She was driving it. It almost looked like a backhanded backdoor cut. So Milan over to Carroll. Maine looked to try and tie to take the lead. And Simon in the right wing goes out to the left for Milan. Milan looked for somebody available inside to Carroll. Carroll pushing in against Pagan under the bucket. She goes for the layup, and it's good. Well, India Pagan was trying to put defense on Carroll, and you'll see that. And like I said, that's the matchup you'll pretty much see. Carroll getting 6 points now, and it's all tied up at 26. Stony Brook back with the ball. Pagan to Zeiss. Zeiss at the top of the perimeter to the right wing for Warren. Looking to go inside. The Pagan ball has stripped away and is picked up by Sar. Warren may have gotten too careless when trying to find Pagan. Sar goes over to the right wing now for Simon. Fires over to the left wing for Lawrence. Fogarty actually should go inside now to Carroll. Same as before. Carroll looked to drive inside against Pagan. She couldn't. She'll move it back again. Tried to spin move. Tries to go to the shot and it falls. And Carroll looking really strong against Pagan's defenses as the Seawolves now trail by 2.
Unbelievable footwork there. And looks like Maine just going to keep targeting Pagan on defense.
Yeah, if anything, Stony Brook Pagan needs to try and find a way to respond back. Right wing now is Warren. She'll look to drive it inside. Misses the layup, but she draws another foul. And like I said, what will be big for Stony Brook is being able to force fouls. And that could be big. It's the first foul of the day called on Blanca Milan. So Warren will go to the free throw line, looking to try and tie the game back up. Warren was perfect on her last trip. Hits the first.
Hard, aggressive drive by Warren. And, she's coming off the season where she was, like, one of the better 6 players off the bench in the whole conference.
Warren's second free throw is good. She ties the game at 28. In the second quarter, Stony Brook was 5 of 8 from the free throw line. They were 4 of 13 shooting. That means there was more shooting than there were free throw attempts. Maeve Carroll on the left wing. Goes out to the left now for Sar. Sar looking to push it inside. Can't find anybody available. She'll have to go inside now to Carroll. Again against Pagan. She'll push it inside. Tries to a little spin move. Layup is blocked down by Pagan. And that's what Pagan was looking to do, is she is able to stop Carroll from getting a shot against her this time.
And after 2 buckets to start the half from Carroll on Pagan, Pagan said no more and blocked that shot about 4 feet into the stands.
It's all about being able to learn from your mistakes. As Carroll gets the inbound now, Pagan guarding her again, 5 left to shoot. So looking to push it inside. Spin move, breaks ankles of Pagan, but she can't connect the shot, and Pagan picks up the rebound. Fortunate for India, she's unable to take a shot, as Dingle able to draw a foul against Milan as she tried to take a shot. What an amazing play, right? What an amazing strategy by Isaiah Dingle. She's always so aggressive when trying to drive it inside the paint, and being able to force the second foul against Milan today. Now Dingle goes to the free throw line to put Stony Brook back up.
Yeah, Dingle with the wiggle right there on Milan, and Milan getting fouls on her is as important as anything else in this game.
Dingle misses her first free throw after it took 2 bounces. Dingle was 1 of 2 in her last trip. Well, let's see whether or not these fouls start to accumulate. She misses her second free throw. She can't put the Seawolves back up, and Sar picks up the rebound. Now she'll go quickly in transition. Out to the left corner is Carroll. Trying to push it inside. Almost lost possession of the ball, and it's stolen away by Pagan on the pass. Now Dingle, another quick transition, fires over to Zeiss. Zeiss with the layup. It's good. Assisted by Isaiah Dingle. Finding a good read to Zeiss, and her first points of the day. Stony Brook up 30-28.
Really pretty transition offense right there from Stony Brook. Great pass from Dingle and great finish from Zeiss.
These smooth connections is what's going to put up a good shot. It's Carroll with a jumper over Pagan, and it's good. Maeve Carroll wasting no time on trying to put up a little shot to try and delay Stony Brook's momentum. Carroll now up to 10 points. Dingle still only has 9 points so far, all coming in the first quarter. Zeiss with the ball, almost had it stripped away. She gets it back right wing. Now she'll go to the right corner for Scott. Inside to Pagan. Barely got the ball. She gets double teamed. Trying to push it inside, and they call her a traveling violation on her. Almost looked like there may have been contact with her, but they don't see that, which is really bizarre because she was falling down. You don't really fall down like that much unless you get hit.
Dorsar, the feisty little point guard for Maine, coming over to double team Indy Pagan every time she gets into the post now. And Pagan's had some troubles with it.
Malcolm Milan pushing it inside against Zeiss with her layup, and she traveled. And that's back-to-back travels on the last 2 possessions by both teams have kept this game really close. Tied up at 30, 6:43 to go in the third. First full court press shown by Maine in the second half. Zeiss will inbound it to Dingle. Dingle able to break away and move it inside quickly. She goes out to the top of the perimeter. She's moving inside now. Layup. Trying to draw contact on the play. Zeiss picks up the rebound on the missed shot, and Zeiss gets the putback. Zeiss once again finding some good reads. I think that's her second shot after off an offensive rebound today. And now Zeiss up to 4 points. Back to a 2-point lead for Stony Brook. Carroll, will she respond quickly against Pagan? Trying to move it inside against her in the paint. Looking to push it in still. Inside against Pagan. And we have a foul call, and it's against India. It may have reached in a little.
Looks like it was on the floor, though, but credit to Haley Zeiss after stopping Milan. She comes down and gets the offensive rebound and puts it right back up.
So with that, Pagan will check out, who still has 3 points, and Wool will check in. 6:09 left to go. Stony Brook up 32-30 after Pagan called for her first foul. Dorsar will now look for an inbound as she gets the ball from the ref. Right on the baseline left side of the net. Look for somebody. She'll have to go out to Milan on the right wing. She'll go over to the top of the key now for Sogarty. And Milan with a 3. Off the right rim, no good. Dingle picks up the rebound. Dingle goes over to Warren. Warren looked to try and move it inside. She'll have to go out to the right wing for Dingle instead. Dingle will slow it down. Guarded well by Simon. Dingle moving near the charity stripe. Goes out to the right wing for Warren. She'll take a 3. It was tipped, but it's picked up by Wool. Backdoor over to Warren, out to Dingle, top of the perimeter. 10 left to shoot. Dingle setting it up. We'll see if she moves it inside. She's looking to do it against a double team. Layup is good. And there's Isaiah Dingle beating the shot clock. Stony Brook with our largest lead of the day. They're up 34-30. and Dingle now has 11 points.
Impressive shot creation from Dingle, who's a southpaw herself, but going to the right and finishing through contact with the offhand.
In the right corner is Wadley. Almost had a chance for a three, but Scott guards her well. Looking to go inside. She'll have to move out to the right wing. Now to the top for Simon. 10 left to shoot. Carroll with it. Looking to move out to the left elbow now for Sar. Sar pushing inside. Out to the left wing is Milan. She'll take a deep shot. Off the right wing, no good. Wadling tried to pick up the rebound. Dingle picks it up. Ball's lost in transition and is picked up by Scott. And Dingle will get it over. Now she'll go over to Warren. Warren moving inside the paint. Goes for the layup, and she got it. Almost contact made, but Warren still gets the better end with those points. And Stony Brook now leads at 36-30.
Huge run from Stony Brook. Now they're up 6, and Blanca Milan is really struggling.
That's how tough Stony Brook's defense is. They're showing that they're better right now, and they're trying to keep it up. Now Dorsar with the ball, looking to push inside against Dingle. Contested shot misses. Sar tried to pick up the rebound and stolen away by Wool. And Warren will slow it down. These Seawolves are getting very feisty against these Black Bears, and it's looking as good as it was the last time they hosted them. Warren will slow it down the left wing against Simon. Out to the top now is Zeiss. Zeiss dumped back out to Warren. Warren looking for somebody available. Against Simon. She'll slow it down and backs out. 10 left to shoot. Warren moving over near the Stony Brook sideline. Looking to go to somebody available, but the Wool ball was tipped away and is picked up by Simon in the bad pass. The defense from Maine was really pushing it up. Now right wing is Wadling. Going inside to Carroll. Tried to take the layup. That was just well off the left rim, and the rebound's picked up by Warren. Even so, Stony Brook has been working really tough still with the defense. They have been really getting it hot.
Maine's looking all out of sorts. They've been stuck on 30 for a while now. And this is a big possession for the Seawolves, so they could extend their lead from 6 to possibly 8 or 9.
Dingle Zeiss left wing three. Misses off the top of the rim, and the rebound's picked up by Sar. Stony Brook still no threes in this contest, and that would have kept things going. Sar fires back over to Carroll. Way open mid-range jumper. Falls out, and ball is picked up almost by Maine, but reach-in foul called against Stony Brook that looked like to be a loose ball foul. So that's the third foul on Dingle, and she needs to be careful. You can't afford to have somebody like her foul out. So with that, will take us to another media timeout. 3:18 left to go. Stony Brook starting to look pretty strong. They lead Maine 36-30 against the Black Bears. You're listening to the longtime home of Seawolves Athletics live on 90.1 FM, WUSB Stony Brook. We'll take it to Matt in the studio for another game break.